way above of like a human making decision or human being biased, literally telling your bot to buy it cheap, sell it expensive, and take all the profits.
Which is like a backbone of any industry, right? Managing operations. How's your journey and how's your vision and trader or maybe investor or some innovator in the blockchain space? And what are your thoughts on CBDC? Hello and welcome everyone to the Future Blockchain Summit podcast live from Dubai Harbor. I'm your host Lakshay, and today we are going to explore more into the blockchain space and understand how this future is going to be for the blockchain space. I have Mr. Vigor over here, who is the Chief Operating Officer at the Bitget. I mean, Bitget is being a explainable and a super player in the blockchain space, and they made it into top 3 of the world's top crypto
We
exchanges.
can talk about like being top 2, top 3, because today we probably serve 120 million customers globally, virtually from everywhere. We move around $20 billion every day. It's assets moved, swapped, traded around. When you look at the trading volumes, both on spot and derivatives market, we are somewhere in the second and the third tier, which makes us one of the biggest players. And also we are one of the youngest exchanges. We've been on around for 7 years. And in the last 3 years, we propelled from being 11 million users to 120 million users. It's been a great journey for us. And today, definitely, we are a true household name, not only because we are this large exchange who does all the crazy stuff, but also because we partner with organizations like La Liga, MotoGP, UNICEF, which really puts us into the household of 2.5 billion people globally who love football, who love motorsports, or who are into blockchain for good.
And, are you yourself a football fan too?
I'm a huge football fan, and definitely I am because I grew up in UK. I'm a very big Manchester United fan. But I always say, like, a Spanish football is like a religion. No matter you live in Indonesia, India, Turkey, or wherever you are from, you always had this favorite team, right? Barcelona or Real Madrid. But today we sponsor entire the league, which means we don't have to choose the team. But definitely, if I get to choose, I think today we are a huge football moment, especially with Real Madrid and what they're doing, where they're having young talents like Arda Güler or one of the giants of football like Mbappe. And I think there's a lot of exciting things happening in the football.
Real Madrid used to be my go-to team when I play FIFA.
It is. I think like Real Madrid and Barcelona had these glory times of Ronaldo and Messi when they were.
Absolutely.
And because we at Bitget, we were also partnering with Lionel Messi during the World Cup. He's been our ambassador for 2.5 years now. And I think that was a very decision-making point, right? Who is the greatest football player or who is the greatest team? And next year we're gonna witness the World Cup. We're gonna see who's the greatest football nation in there.
Wonderful. And having such a great personality connected to your brand. I mean, you've been yourself managing the operations for your team, not just football team, but the Bitget team as well, which is like a backbone of any industry, right? Managing operations. How's your journey and how's your vision aligned with the Bitget's vision?
The vision, the idea of Bitget was about being value-driven company, and the reason we came up with an idea was not there because we wanted to give you the better Bitcoin or be the trading platform. Our vision is too far from that, because even if you look back on investments we did in the middle of a bear market 3 years ago, we went and invested $30 million to their wallet. Today, Bitget wallet surpassed both Trust and MetaMask in download. We are serving 80 million customers. We have more than $12 billion swaps every day, which shows the vision that we are driven by, the future that is truly decentralized, truly democratic, where everyone, no matter you are someone in a very remote corner of the world or you are living in a large city, you should be able to participate in a global financial system. And that was our motto, how we can build a fairer and easier system for everyone to participate, and we can actually challenge the status quo of the legacy financial systems that is your traditional banks and boring business out there. And I think we came a long way. Today, we just announced becoming a universal exchange where we want to bridge DeFi, CeFi, and TradeFi. We want to become this one single platform where you can do whatever you want with your money.
So it's like a seamless ecosystem of either I'm a sex player or a DEX player. I can just go to Bitget and enjoy centralized exchange and decentralized exchange, all the features at one place, right?
Not only limited to the exchanges, that's what we want to like reshape. We want to become your financial friend, right? I love calling it life on chain, whatever you do,
Yes.
because for me being on chain is now like becoming online, right?
Yes.
Every company became a tech company. Today almost every company should become an on-chain company, and what we want to build a true life on chain. You get your earnings, whether you get salary or you're a freelancer or whether you have company, your assets, you come to the system. You want to invest, you can do. You want to trade, you can do. You want to do like earn assets, you can definitely do. With all this covered, today we offer 18% APY, which is one of the largest in the industry. Today, definitely you can do launch pool, pool X, you can go trade, swap, all these cool things. But we don't stop there. We also offer you bank card where you can actually spend your money. Okay. And on top of that, we have PayFi, our payment gateway, whether you can accept payment or pay again for all your spending. Therefore, we want you able to earn, save, spend, and participate. And when we build this full ecosystem, we become more than your DeFi or CeFi. It is centralized exchange. It is decentralized exchange. It's Bitget on chain. On top of this, today you can come to Bitget to trade US stocks, all kind of commodities, gold, whatever is tokenized, you should be able to trade. And I think that is the future, with more features like perp text coming in place, with more opportunities in the place. Whatever is tokenized or whatever is on chain, you should be able to buy and sell on Bitget. And therefore, we were the first exchange also to list RWAs. And I think we are the trailblazers in our industry, where we want to unify everything in one place, whether it is your neobank, whether it is your Stripe, whether it is your MasterCard, you should be able to access everything in one place.
So you truly justify the statement life on chain, right?
Life on chain, exactly. Like whether you want to buy a coffee or pay for your trip, buy a gift for your loved one, or do a life changing decision like investing in Bitcoin or buying and holding, you are able to do that and more. Because especially Gen Z, right? Young generation, everyone starts saving and investing with crypto. Now we want to do the reverse engineering. We want to bring the US stocks for you, because
Yes.
with US stocks, you get exposure to more conservative, let's say, assets. You can better manage your portfolio. And we are definitely, with so many tools in place, we want to bring the best of both worlds, or best of all worlds out there, to make or to help our customers to make the most advanced decision making when it comes to the finances, whether it is decision making about your investment, whether it's decision making about long term holding, whether it's your decision making about what you want to do in today's market.
And even by making this ecosystem so much packed with a lot of asset classes and all the features, you still manage to keep it much more transparent and make it 100% reserves backed, right? So how does
Our
that
promise
come
is
about?
130%. Today, if you go read our transparency report, you will see that our proof of reserves is around 188%, which means if today all 120 million of our users decide to come and take all your assets, we still have 88%, equal to 88% assets remaining in the exchange. For people listening to us, why it's important, definitely first and foremost, your money is safe with us. Yes. Second, if you are trading, for my trader friend, it means there's enough liquidity, right? Your orders will get filled in and things will move much faster than any other place. And these two aspects make us the, I call it trading heaven for the people who trade, but also for the everyone else who want to do dollar cost averaging, people who want to kind of do yields to savings. Definitely, we are also the place to be. And that's our promise, to be transparent. And for anyone listening today, if you have a Bitget account, you want to see exactly where your funds are, you can just go to our proof of reserves through the Merkle tree. You can locate where your funds are. If you have a Bitcoin with us, you definitely have that Bitcoin with us in our ecosystem. You can take it out anytime. You can put it back anytime.
And as you said, it's going to be heaven for traders. You also have very impactful features for traders like copy trading, trading bot systems. So, how does that align with the Bitget's vision of providing so much functions into just one ecosystem?
Bitget is number one copy trading platform globally with 200,000 traders posting their trades. And I think this is our bread and butter. Everyone knows. And I always say for me, like a copy trading is the easiest way to start trading. This is because this is like a single click. Someone else already did the research. Someone else already did the decision. Someone else already put your money in, right?
Yes,
It is not just someone giving you an advice. It's actually someone did open that trade. Now you are copying it. Then you can definitely tweak it,
according
and
to
that's
yourself.
how you learn in the process. But in a world of AI, I think we are way above of like a human making decision or human
Yes.
being biased. Today with our grid bot, you can do a grid bot trading, literally telling your bot to buy it cheap, sell it expensive, and take all the profits. But jokes aside, I think that's one of important tools, and I'm really keen to see in next 2 3 years how AI and blockchain can come together to become something really big.
That would be fabulous to see like blockchain, AI, and all the next gen tools coming along and giving us the best result through the Bitget, right?
Sure.
Apart from that, you're being very diversified over the globe, right? Like last quarter, you got your license for the digital asset from Georgia, right? So
From
your expand,
Georgia to Australia, from El Salvador to UK, we are compliant. We serve our clients compliantly. And also, I will give you an idea that Bitget was one of the exchanges that actually rolled out mandatory KYC to all customers, even
yes,
before it was obliged by the law. That's how compliant we are, and compliance is kind of a company culture for us. And this has been a very long journey because since I became the CEO, we rebuilt our entire team. We hired the most brilliant compliance and legal mind in the industry to our ecosystem. And please keep an eye on the news because soon we'll be announcing another bunch of licenses that will give an access to serve customers in a much better way in more than 60 markets.
wonderful. I mean, it's like Bitget is everywhere, right?
Yeah, you can't ignore us, right? We are so big. Definitely, we are everywhere. And definitely, our promise is to serve everyone in the most compliant way, in the most efficient way, and in the most transparent way. And that's how we are keeping our promise.
And talking about trust and let's say stable coins. So you recently invested tons of money into stable
Actually, we
coins.
are
What?
the first industry player who promised to invest heavily in stable tokens because, as I mentioned, when we talk about life on chain, it's
Yes.
no more about your trade. It's also about what we do. And every time we tap our card, we buy a coffee into transaction. And probably it should happen on the stable coins or
Yes.
stable tokens, whatever we call them. And yes, recently we, Foresight Ventures, actually the investment arm of Bitget, promised to a fund of $50 million to invest all stable token related projects, and we are able to increase to another fund of around $200 million, and that is what we are trying to do better. And recently, we also introduced an opportunity to trade or to do investments through stable tokens on Morph ecosystem, which is inherently Bitget's BGB token powered ecosystem that is helping our users to do zero transaction fee stable token related transactions within our ecosystem, whether it's Bitget Wallet, Bitget Exchange, Morph, and I think that is where we are heading towards. We want to become your everyday interaction, not only when the Bitcoin is high, you call your cousin, like, where shall I start? We want to become a system, we want to become an ecosystem where you don't even think about if it's on chain or not. You just pay and go.
And what are your thoughts on CBDCs?
It's very controversial. I am not a proponent of the CBDCs, but still I'm very keen to see what European colleagues of ours are coming up because they want to digitize the euro and
Yes.
they want to follow a different way than the US dollar.
Yes.
They want to keep stable coins for the large enterprises and cross-border transactions. I think world is kind of we are in a place, especially with blockchain and crypto. It's still trial and error. It's still
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
learning. We saw how some banks, like the Bank of England, failed the CBDCs,
Yeah.
but I still believe if it's done right, there's an opportunity, especially when you resume into the Europe because it's so many like a member states, different rules and policies. It might be working, but I'm not sure. I still believe the ecosystem should be more democratic, more decentralized, more giving power back to people. But if our European colleagues can come up with a better solution, why not? But so far, we see how successful was USDT and USDC. And so far, I think with the President Trump and his policies and his vision, we will be seeing more advancement in stablecoin adoption by the banks, and I think that is another strategic move for the US dollar kind of dominance in the world. And I think whoever needs to come up with a new way of stable coins should do it immediately, whether it is European colleagues, whether it is
Like a stable coin from Bitget as well.
honestly, like probably let's see where it goes and where it takes us. But again, is it about issuing another USDT or USDC, or is it like a different way of stablecoin? For example, we saw where Liberty did with the USD1, and I think that is about also who is backing it, how the process is done. Is it US bonds? Are we doing gold? And I think there's so many ways of like even the term of stablecoin can be molded into. Yeah, I think we are yet to see. But when it comes to CBDCs, and I'm very skeptical about that. But again, you never know, right?
It's still a gray area. I mean, it's going to be a very skeptical area when you have to monitor a decentralized currency, but still in a centralized way. So,
but once the centralization is involved, you are no more decentralized,
no,
right?
not
And
more. Yes,
central bank is a central bank. It's a governing body, but also it is like a legacy financial system. I always say, like, while we innovate, we don't want to just copy what is already been just to put on a chain and say it.
Yes.
Because just because you tokenize something or put on chain, it doesn't mean it is decentralized.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been wonderful talking to you. And at the end of this session, I just want to ask one question from you. What's your thought for someone who is an trader or maybe investor or some innovator in the blockchain space? What's going to be the future for all of us?
I think future will be better and decentralized. Therefore, I believe truly, I'm a true believer in decentralization. No matter that we are very happy and keen that institutions are coming and big things are happening, I still believe future will be decentralized. Therefore, keep building and keep believing. Whether you are holding a Bitcoin in a long term, whether you are building a DApp, definitely go after it and do that, because future will be about getting power back and empowering yourself and giving power back to people. And that's why I believe future is decentralized.
Well, thank you so much, Vigor, for this wonderful conversation and a lot more solutions by the Bitget. It's been wonderful talking to you and pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And this is us from Future Blockchain Summit podcast. See you next time.